This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
We begin this segment with labor news. As the window is closing on time, Bahama officials have to give the government on its staffing levels after disengaging 190 persons last week. Labor Minister Shane Gibson maintains Bahama must follow the laws of the land, but officials, according to Minister Gibson, have not been cooperating.
As every other Bahamian company and every other business in the Bahamas have to provide national insurance with information once it's requested, Bahama has to do the same thing. And so we expect them. Well, then we'll see the next course of action.
Is there any recourse for those 190 employees?
The first thing we're trying to do is we're trying to get the information so we can make a decision as to the way forward. And we have not been successful in getting it from Bahama because they've been filibustering. And so we're now following the act and requested information. We gave them 7 days to respond.
Now, if this is happening now, a lot of people are questioning what will happen when the hotel does open. People don't feel confident about them still being a major employer right now with this taking place.
I don't have to speculate at this stage. Let me get the information. Once I get it, we'll follow the act and we'll deal with them.
Well, dozens of bookies or number men were not covered under the new Gaming Act, which makes no provisions for mobile devices or PDAs, were left without a job yesterday after the new Gaming Act came into effect. Bookies over in Grand Bahama protested the move yesterday, calling on the government for answers. Additionally, 47 island lock workers were disengaged as their positions as PDA operators did not come under the new law. Minister of Labor, the Honorable Shane Gibson, says this should come as no surprise, as according to Section 41 of the 2014 Gaming Act, a mobile gaming license may be applied for only by and issued only to the holder of that license. It relates to both the operator and the premises specified in the license, and it will authorize the conduct of mobile gaming within any permitted area of the casino resort.
The law says you cannot sell right here unless you have a license, and you don't have a license, you can't sell.
So they're just left without?
No, I'm not saying that. The new Gaming Act came into play. It didn't allow for mobile providers to sell. So I'm saying is if that's the act, this is no surprise. All these things were discussed on the table already. So it's no surprise.
Shifting gears now, the unification of the busing system is one step closer to becoming a reality. This according to the Minister of State for Transport, the Honorable Hope Strawn. The ministry recently conducted an audit on the busing industry in the Bahamas to determine its value. State Minister Strawn said bus operators will now have an opportunity to meet and discuss the findings of the report to decide if they would buy into it. While the Transport State Minister would not reveal the dollar value of the system, she suggested that the public will also have an opportunity to buy shares.
The next step would be to, meet with all the stakeholders, determine whether the way forward in terms of whether we're going to move with the formation of the corporation, because that is the model that we were looking at, forming a corporation and issuing shares, creating an authority, and the corporation would be a public-private partnership between the government and the general public as well as the persons who are involved in the industry already. We will deal with the franchise holders, persons who are immediately involved in the industry. But I think the way forward, that would be the ideal situation.
And from education this Tuesday, students at the LW Young Junior High School had a day of free day from studies as the school was closed due to an urgent issue. As Fern Carey tells us, Ministry of Education officials are moving aggressively to resolve the matter.
Urgent plumbing issues in the teachers' bathrooms in the administration block at LW Young Junior High School prompted Ministry of Education officials to close the school Tuesday. When our news team visited the campus today, education officials, along with a Ministry of Works official, were preparing to assess the situation with a view of determining how fast the problem can be fixed. This is not the first time plumbing problems has forced the closure of the 41-year-old school. The Ministry of Education released a statement last evening saying, in part, that it is their policy that schools have proper functioning bathroom facilities. The statement also noted that the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology and other agencies will work feverishly to correct the problem in the shortest possible time. We also spoke with an education official at the school today who did not wish to be named. However, he told us that the ministry is working on a plan to resolve the problem over the next few days. He noted that an announcement will be made soon advising parents when school will reopen, and he advised them to stay tuned to the news for further updates. Fern Carey.
Also this Tuesday, police are reporting that a 51-year-old woman of Fort Myers, Florida, is in police custody tonight after she was arrested on Monday for failing to declare a large sum of cash. According to reports, it was shortly after 3 p.m. yesterday when the woman was returning to the United States when U.S. Customs and Border Patrol officers detained her at the pre-clearance departure lounge at LPIA for not declaring just under $70,000. The woman was handed over to police and was expected to appear in the magistrate's court today to be formally charged.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.